When I was a fresh-faced little PT who just started being self-employed down in Leeds city centre, Pure Gym South, represent, I made a mistake that I still think about to this day. Not because it was embarrassing and not because I did anything necessarily wrong, but because it taught me a lot about weight loss and also about people that completely changed how I coach. And I think it's going to help you make a change to how you think about your own progress as well, to be honest with you. So let me tell you the story. I was fairly new to the job. I was full of enthusiasm. I, had just got out of uni a couple of years prior, and I was absolutely convinced that I knew all of the answers, specifically when it came to fitness and nutrition. So I remember walking over to this lady on a treadmill who was, walking on an incline and looking like she was about to collapse. And I went over to her and I offered her some advice. The way you do when you've just been employed as PT and you think that everyone secretly wants your input when the majority of them actually don't. She looked at me and she said straight up,
I know what I need to do, I just need to do it.
And me, being incredibly naive at the time, just accepted that as, oh yeah, she's knowledgeable, she knows how to do it, that's fine. So I said to her, okay, good luck, and walked away. I didn't push back on it and I didn't question it. I just took it at face value and accepted it. Because on the surface, that makes a lot of sense really, doesn't it? She knows what to do, she just needs to do it. Simple, right? Who am I to argue? So I left it there. And that was the mistake. Because about a year later, I clocked the same face doing the exact same thing. Walking on a treadmill, on an incline, looking like she was about to die. And I went over to her again and asked her how she was getting on with no agenda, just full of curiosity. And she actually told me that she gained over a stone over the last year, not lost it. And she was incredibly and understandably quite frustrated. So once again, I asked her if she wanted any help, and once again, she replied with the exact same thing.
I know what to do, I just need to do it.
But this time there was a bit of a difference because I had a year more experience of dealing with people face to face, learning more about the craft and learning more about how to help people get to where they want to be, from both a physiological and a psychological point of view. And I also saw so many people just like her in the exact same loop prior. And something in me, the year more experienced me, just couldn't let it go this time. So I pushed back and I told her, respectfully but honestly, that I didn't think that she did know what to do. Because if she did know what to do, then she'd find it easy to do it. She wouldn't be standing on the treadmill doing the same walk, a stone heavier, having the same conversation with me as what she did a year prior. And she wasn't best pleased, to put it mildly. I actually think she said a couple of F-bombs here and there, but I needed to tell her because I meant it and I actually still mean it now. But here's the thing, and this is exactly what I want you to sit with. There is a massive, massive, massive difference between knowing what to do and knowing how to apply it. And I think this is one of the most overlooked situations in the entire fitness industry, to be honest with you. Everyone knows that they need to eat less and move more to lose weight. That's facts, and you could literally ask 99% of people in the world and they would tell you something similar. Everyone knows that vegetables are good for them and that they're really, really filling and high in nutrients and help with weight loss. And everyone also knows that if you eat too much chocolate, you're probably going to struggle. Everyone's heard of calories. Everyone knows that the gym exists. Everyone has a vague idea on what a healthy lifestyle actually looks like. So by that logic, everybody should be in shape, right? But they're not, because if they were, I'd be out of the job, let's be honest. And that's because they don't lack the knowledge, but it's because knowledge without application is completely useless. Let me give you a little bit of an analogy. You could hand someone the most dangerous weapon ever created by man and literally pull it in their hand. But if that person has no idea how to pull the trigger, no idea how to use that weapon at all, then it's just a hunk of metal, isn't it? It doesn't matter how powerful the weapon is, and it doesn't matter how much you're capable of. If you don't know how to use it, what's the point? Because it does fuck all. And the same can be applied to fitness. It doesn't matter how much you know about calorie deficits or workouts or diets or whatever it is. It doesn't matter how much you know about time but attention or macro splits or any of that. If you don't know how to take that information and apply it to your own specific life, your own specific limitations, your own specific preferences, your relationship with food, your schedule, then all of that knowledge is completely worthless. And this is where a lot of people get stuck. They spend so much time consuming information and knowledge and advice and all that, reading articles, watching videos, looking at their favourite fitness influencers' workouts on TikTok or whatever, and they genuinely believe that the more they know, the closer they will be to getting results. But that's false, because there's a gap between knowing and doing. The woman on the treadmill knew what to do in theory, but she didn't know how to apply it to her own life, how to fit it around her lifestyle, how to make it sustainable, how to make it so she doesn't find it misery inducing or looking like she's about to collapse on a treadmill. And nobody has ever helped her bridge that gap. She spent a year spinning her wheels and trying to guess, and actually went backwards. So if you're somebody who finds themselves saying, I know what to do, I just need to do it, then I want you to touch on the possibility that there might be a very small chance that you don't actually know what to do. At least not yet. That's not me being a prick, no harshness, no criticism, but just an invitation to ask different questions. Instead of saying, why can't I just do it? Ask yourself, do I actually know how to apply this to my own life? Because if the answer is no, or even I'm not sure, then that's not a willpower issue. It's not a problem with your motivation. It's just a gap that needs to be filled. And every gap can be filled. The woman on the treadmill, I genuinely hope she eventually learned how to apply all of the information she allegedly knew into her own life, and I hope she's in a better place now. That sounded like she died, but she didn't die from what I know. Don't be the same as that lady on the treadmill. Don't just consume knowledge without any sense of application, and actually learn how to apply it to your own life. And if you found this video useful, give it a like. If you want any more help like this, which is designed to help you get into the best shape ever without hating your life in the process, follow my Instagram at k.p_health, or subscribe to this channel. If you want some more in-depth tailored advice, set up a call with me by clicking the link in the description below, and I'll be in touch with you to help you out with that. And in the meantime, catch you in the next one. Peace.